on the middle here and also on the back side. Alright, so we got everything. It's all tacky on both sides. Got the front. So now what we want to do is take the wrinkles out, and we do that by stretching the side here. See, it takes care of all these wrinkles. We'll come back and do that later on. Put that in position and let all this stuff dry. Passenger side. So we're going to remove the clips on the rail here. Okay, we'll let that dry a little bit. Well, this looks like it's good and tacky. Let's see how we do. Pull that nice. Slipped it over there. See, it's all coming in here. Alright, now what we're going to do is take these clips off. I'm going to use this little tool here. It's got no sharp edges on it. You just go underneath here. To make sure the headliner is sticking to the other side. And then I'm going to trim away this excess. Take out a few more. Is installed as molding. Comes with two pieces here. Well, it's all combined together. It just goes right in there and serves as an additional lock for the headliner. Okay, now we just have to fix the corner. So I cut this around. So what I'm going to do here is put this clip in, because it goes there. I'm going to make a little hole. Punch a hole in there. And I'm going to try that. Okay, so that one will work. Now the other one, this is just the outside piece where the visors come and they clip in here. Okay, we got it in the clips. Now we're going to just put the screw in. We want it tight, but we don't want it too tight. With this rubber molding, hook it over the two clips. Tighten that up. Okay. Well, this is where the visor goes. Right in here somewhere. We have to find this hole. So we'll just feel around. Okay, there it is. So just make a little X. Alright, and then Now, well, before we do that, let's feel around for the screw holes. So what I did is poked around. I finally found the 3 holes and I put the screws in them. And then I was able to figure out exactly the pattern that it should go to. So now I'm going to take out the screws. Then we can put out our visor through the hole. There's one. And there's the third one. Okay, hook it in there. Okay, now we're going to all this excess. So I'm going to just trim this off. And we'll just finish cutting all this over here. But we got to make sure we have enough when we get over this part. Alright, now we're going to do the dome light. Here, it fits about right here somewhere. So I am just going to feel around and use this pick just to touch it. Oh, there it goes. Where's mine? Okay, one. Yeah, there's 2. Okay, there's our 4. Good. Ha, that's half the battle. So now we have to take these 2 wires and put them through here. Sort of plug in. You gotta be careful because this is plastic. Okay, there's one. Okay, there's the bulb. Now, let's take the 4 screws out. There we go. Now we just have to put in the plastic lens. Okay, this is why I know where to put all the screws. Because I put a marker on all these places. And then up here, here's 2, 2. So they just go right over here. Now we're going to install the coat hanger. So I'm going to find my little line. Looks like it's right here. So somewhere in here. And it also has a little thing on the bottom too. So okay, there. Fix. Now what I'm going to do is put in the seat belt. So just looking at my marks here, I basically know that one of them is about here. There they are. There's two of them. So I'll just cut a little slot in there. It has to go through this piece of plastic. Inside, and then you just flip this up and it snaps in. Now we need the other holders. Alright, now let's do these little belt holders. I look on the outside where I marked it. So right here somewhere there's a hole, okay. Here's one. Right now, let's do the next one, which is, if we go here, it should be right here somewhere. Okay, 1 and 2. Right there. There's 1. And 2. Okay, so this belt just goes in here. There you go. Okay, these are the 2 end pieces. When you buy the headliner, it always comes with extra material. So what I'm going to do is just lay these out. I'm going to unfold these. So I know exactly how much I need. I marked 2 arrows over here that this side is part that's glue. And I also label this as top so I remember. So I'll just use this pen and just trace this out. I'm going to add an extra little 1/8 inch for extra just in case. Okay, that's one. And it seems like the paper is coming up with it. There we go. It's sort of separated, so I think what I'll do is glue that together. Okay, let's put this piece of cardboard down so I don't screw up my car cover. Okay, first thing I'm going to do, okay, so here's the two lines, so this will fold over, this will fold over, so this is extra, and this is what goes, it will glue directly to the car itself. Let me fix this little thing here. Okay, that won't take long to dry. Already, it's all packed in. Okay, we waited a little bit. So this is a one-shot deal here. Let's just make sure. Okay, now these two arrows over here is what bent over. Oh, didn't put in contacts with it. No wonder it's going to stay. Okay, we'll just let that sit. I'm thinking about it. Pull those over. Takes care of that one. Okay, now we have to finish off the back panels. So what I did is I trimmed this so it tucks in real nice, and then I trimmed this off a little bit, and we're just going to glue this and tuck this in on both sides. Alright, and then when that dries, we'll cook it all in, and then after that we put this in. So this gets glue on it over here, and also there, and also we'll glue here around here. But let's do it in 2 stages. First, I'm going to glue this up. Okay, we'll let that get tacky. Now we'll just wait till it gets dry. Okay, this has been a little while, so we'll just place that on there. We'll just push this around. Secure that. Put a little clip there. Okay, now we can do that with this. So the cardboard here will go up to the edge. Some relief cuts that we'll be able to fold over. I'm going to put some on the edge right over here. Put some all over here, put on this edge here, and over on this side. Okay, everything is tacky. Let's give it a shot and see what happens here. Fold that over. Get this almost in place. There we go. Then we'll come around to the front. here, we'll just push this over. Just like that. Wrap it all around. I'll put a couple clips on here. So here it is on the inside. And there's the back side. This gets pulled down, and that's basically, that's it. Alright, now that the back piece is up, all the stuff is up, we have this piece of trim, rubber trim, and there's a big groove in here, it goes right in here. And this is glued. Now it'll be locked in also. So, just like this. So we'll just start, push it on here. Sort of push it in. So we're just pushing it on. And over it goes. And this is what it looks like. Okay, you see it probably. Up here in the front. And then that steel pillar goes over the top of here. This one is really cut over here a little bit, so it doesn't go all the way. So here it is. So what I want to do is caulk the back side. The whole thing. Okay, so I just caulk this. So this just slides right in there. So here's all the screws. I put this one in, and then we'll just line up the holes and see this thing right here just slid right in there, and there it is. We'll just put all the screws right in here. So on this side we're going to start from the opposite end. We have 3 little holes right there, and that's what these 3 are going to line up to. In those little holes go these little plastic, but what I want to do is put a little caulking on the end. Right up in there. Way down in the corner, it's got 3 plastic pins that go in here. So what we're going to do is just put a nice bead right here in this track, all the way over to the side here, and then we'll put it all back together. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to get some of this isopropyl rubbing alcohol, put some on a rag. And I'm going to wipe down this rubber, just in case there's, who knows, any kind of grease or leftover, whatever, from when they manufactured it. Doesn't hurt, just clean it off really nice. And I will just do a little bead here on the track. So now it's all nice and clean. This stuff dries real quick. Now the only thing I don't like is this stuff can be a mess. So be careful. So here we are. I just put it in the caulking gun. And just put a nice light bead. I'll put a little bit more in the corner. Okay, let me stop so it doesn't get away from me. See, so here it is. You can see the bead. Oh, I touched it. Put more in the corner. Now what we're going to do is just put it in there. And here is the flat part, which is right here. That is going to go in there, and this other side here sort of hooks underneath here to stay in place, but once we put the glue on, it'll be in permanently. The good thing about this glue is you have time, so you don't have to rush. Alright, so let's just put that in there. So what I do is put it on one side and then work it over here, because it's easier to do it that way. So you can just use a putty knife or anything, it doesn't make much difference. Just slowly feed it in. Take your time, it's not going anywhere. You only have to do this once, so there's no rush. There's never enough time to do it right the first time, but there's always time to come back and do it again. Okay, so now let's wipe my hands a little bit, and then we're going to continue on. And what we're going to do is continue to, I'll put a bead all the way around, then as far back as I can inside there, and then I'll put the rubber on. But you can see it's just going on really nice. And what we'll do after we have it all in, we'll roll up the windows and have it held in place, and tomorrow will be all dry. There we go. So now we'll just continue to put it in. Okay, here's where they get a little trickier. So we'll just stuff that in there. And then we'll just continue to put it in. Okay, so just to make sure, what I'm going to do is just press on it so it makes contact with the glue. Okay, so all the lines are right. It's all in there. Yeah, wipe this stuff off right away so it doesn't cause a problem. Alright, so what we'll do is just carefully roll up the window. And see how it nicely seats right in there. Alright, so we'll let that dry, and that'll be how it is. See, we have this nice lip over here, all the way, just perfect. So I guess we'll call that an excellent installation. Came out really good over here. All right, the whole top is nice and tight. It doesn't have any wrinkles in it. No wrinkles here, no wrinkles in the top, and that's because we kept on putting those clips and tightening it and tightening and tightening it, and we also went to the back and did the same thing. Those little clips, just pull it and pull it, pull it, and then we put those clips on the side, and we kept on tightening and tightening, and go to the other side and tighten it, come back to the front, go to the side, go to the back, until the whole thing comes out just like that. So it's a lot of work, but heavy on the self-satisfaction.